don't have either, which is good. So anyway, this is All That Glitters. Stage direction. A young man is sitting on a changing room bench in his running gear. A towel is hanging around his neck, and he's holding a medal in his hand. He looks despondent. Second. Again. You've probably heard that saying, haven't you? All that glitters ain't gold. Well, I bet you haven't lived it. I'd like to know what it feels like. I mean, of course I would. I've heard it's unbeatable. But when you only ever come second, you don't know what unbeatable means. I mean, I thought I had the chance this time. I really did. I've been training for months, been getting up in the cold to go around the park, freezing me knackers off for most of January. I wouldn't be surprised if I've not dropped down again yet. Other lads my age have got girlfriends, you know, but not me. Who wants to go out with a loser? Oh, but you're not a loser, love. You've come second. Second best, more like. No, no, that's a silver medal, son, that is. Silver steel, that's what you are. Steel? Foil might be a better description. I mean, I've never been strong, muscular-like. I've always had to work hard to get where I am, to get any sort of strength on these bony legs. But steel? Who's he kidding? I'm not from Sheffield, for starters. At least that would be something. But you know what? I wish I was. At least then I'd know exactly where I stood. Not like here in Todd. Here's on the border. Not really striding out one way or the other. That just sums me up too. Todmorden, it's sort of in Lancashire, but then again it's Yorkshire through and through. It's a silver town, but with red and white boundaries. Perhaps they should give me a pink medal instead. But I'm not blaming that, of course. It didn't stop Peter Lever taking wickets, did it? Or Keith Emerson from writing a killer tune. So it's got to be something else. Some other reason that I'm always on the second step looking up. What, my age? 17. Well, that hasn't stopped Tom Daley though, has it? Good on him. But try maintaining that concentration on the track when every part of your body is aching for you to stop. I mean, at least he's got some nice cool water to splash into at the end when he's finished. I only get that when it's raining. Well, that and a slower clock time. But I mean, I'm not bitter or anything. God knows I've had long enough to get used to the idea of finishing second, but it's sort of freaky, you know. I mean, I've never come anywhere else. Ever. I mean, I've been running since I was 9, when I was just pipped to the finish line on sports day. And from then on, it's all I've known. And I thought about not trying in some races, you know, just so that I might finish 3rd, 4th, and God forbid last. But something spurs me on inside, that dream of finishing first. So I can't stop myself from trying. My legs don't know how to do. And of course, there is one obvious reason I've never won gold. Brad Chase. Yeah, I know. Firstly, he's not even born here. He's actually from, you know, like Florida or LA or something, somewhere where it's like 90 degrees every day and people rub themselves down with freaking orange juice or something after a race. Oh, it must have been a shock coming here, Brad. The drizzle soon washes that off. I mean, he's a nice kid, of course, Brad, but he's got the pearly whites and the charm and everything, so I mean, I don't want to blame him too much. No, no, that blame lies with his parents, who didn't think when upping sticks and moving over here back in 2005 about the poor young boy who just started his local high school and who was being destined for great things on the track. Gold was just a few races away, and they said when I started competing properly in UK Juniors, I'd get it. Well, thanks, Mr. and Mrs. Chase. You could have waited a few months. Just let me have one win before you drop young, grinning Brad onto the tracks only days after setting up home. Yeah, aren't the Chases just swell? Oh, he turns to the locker, stares for a moment and punches it hard, reeling backwards, clutching his hand in pain. Probably deserved that. Bloody thing's made of steel after all. You know, he won by 0.2 of a second this time. 0.2. So I'm getting closer. I thought I had him on the track out there, today. I thought today was going to be the day. You know why? Because today, for the first time, I cheated. Well, actually it wasn't the first time. I mean, on and off, I suppose. I've been trying to sabotage his races for the past 1, 2, 3, 5 years. Whoa, has it been that long? Today was different though. Today, I thought it might actually work. I mean, I've tried other things before, you know. I put drawing pins in his trainers, his mum found those. I put laxative in his Lucozade, which his dog drank. That was messy. But this time, I thought I'd hit upon an answer. Well, and I have actually, by the way. It might just take a little while to bear fruit. This is the bottle. Quite light, isn't it, this little specimen bottle? I've heard that the gold medal is actually a bit lighter than the silver. I'm not sure why. Well, I've never had one around my neck to be able to tell the difference, of course. But maybe today I will. Oh, what, the bottle? Ah, that's part of the plan, you see. Today could be the day that his sample is selected, and not mine. I mean, I'm always clean, of course. I always have been. I'm not stupid enough to take anything that's going to ruin my dream. But Brad, well, he's lived his dream, hasn't he? Oh, sadly, he's not stupid either. Look, I know you're going to judge me for this, but, you know, put yourself in my position. Everyone's always going on about winning. Win, win, win. And if you lose, then it's because the other guy was just better than you on the day. Just make sure you win next time. Well, what if you can't win? What if you're cursed? What if you can't, well, if you can't beat them, join them, yeah? No. If you can't beat them, befriend them. That's what I've done anyway. You see, I've got to know Brad pretty well over the past few years. I mean, we've spent a lot of time staring down the track side by side, going over the race in the changing rooms afterwards. We've always been courteous with each other and everything, but there's always this tension. Probably more from me than him. It doesn't really matter who. What matters is that I took the first step towards harmony, and I shared my lunch with him one day. And he didn't even look at it, he just sort of wolfed it down in one. And that's what gave me the idea, to be a really good friend and share. I mean, of course, it was always very carefully planned. And I only started it a few months ago. I'd eat my lunch, well, the untouched parts anyway, and then I'd offer up what was left over to Brad. There may have been a little band extra in there, of course, thanks to some of the school's more dubious hooded offspring, but steroids are surprisingly easy to get hold of. And all I had to do was slip in enough so that he wouldn't notice. Crush it in the sandwiches, sprinkle some powder in the juice. It was pretty simple, really. And for the past few months, poor Brad hasn't had a clue what he's been putting into his body. Or he thinks that extra weight is from the intensive workout that I've been encouraging him to do. Grinning idiot. So all I have to do now is sit and wait. And I've got pretty good at doing that by now. Well, I know it's winning by default and all that, but who cares? One day soon, perhaps any minute now, it'll be me feeling the weight of gold around my neck. In fact... Oh, sorry. I was just a bit curious to sort of find out how much it weighed exactly, you know. I've been so used to silver, and it's going to be great to have a different medal on the wall for once. Oh, well, here it is. A gold medal weighs 6 grams more than other medals, despite the fact that they're made from the same metal. Silver. What? Silver? What? Even if I win, I'm still going to get a silver medal, just painted gold? Oh, I guess it's true then. All that glitters isn't